Hey y'all, it's Kathy, and it's time for my weekly weigh in. Today, I hate to report that I gained 3 pounds the last week. So, this next week, I'm going to have to work really hard. I work, I'm so close to getting under 200 pounds, and it's like teasing me. But I'll get there. I will get there. But on this day, we are making a teriyaki chicken dish that I just kind of came up with and cooked in my crock pot. Here, I'm just trimming the extra fat off of the chicken thighs, and I used 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They say they clean them, but there's always a lot of fat left on the chicken. So I just get my scissors and trim the fat off of the scissors. And I did put a cup of I put a cup of washed rice in my crock pot. I know there's this TikTok that goes around and the guy's always yelling, wash your rice, wash your rice. And I grew up and I was never taught to wash rice. So we just always cooked it like that. But I have noticed that when I do wash the rice, a lot of the starch is rinsed away and it makes the rice not as soggy. How is the wind where y'all are living? Here it was really, really windy today. It's always windy here, but there are times that it is extra windy, and today was one of those days. So there was dirt flying everywhere, and it was just insane. But I'm gonna put my chicken right into the crock pot with the rice. And along with that, I put 1 bag of frozen broccoli florets. And along to with that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to my crock pot. I seasoned it with a teaspoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And then I had about a half a cup of this teriyaki sauce, and I did end up just using the rest of the bottle in this. I wished I had had more of the teriyaki sauce, but next time I'll just put it probably could have used about a whole cup of the teriyaki sauce, but this is what I had on hand, so that's what I used on this day. And also a cup of water to the crock pot. I probably should have used less water because I did put the teriyaki sauce in with the water, but I did not. Next time I will know to measure the teriyaki sauce with the water to equal a cup of water. I had a doctor's appointment this week and we talked about my back, and she thinks that I'm having back spasms. She did prescribe a muscle relaxer, so I take that with 2 Tylenols and 2 ibuprofens, and it seems to be helping some. I'm not hurting as bad, but it does seem to be helping a little bit. Now, when you put your crock pot lid back on, you always want to make sure that The valve is closed and the lid is locked in position. Set your crock pot on grains on high and cook it for 6 minutes. I did put 8, but you want to do it for 6 minutes. Natural release for 10 minutes. This dish ended up being delicious. On this day, we're going to do a chicken filet, chicken nugget dip using coconut flour. I am using about 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs cut up into bite-sized pieces and season it with about a tablespoon of the Dano seasoning, about a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt or whatever salt you have on hand. A tablespoon of olive oil, and you want to mix that up really well. And you always want to season your flour mixture as well. I'm going to put about a cup of this organic coconut flour that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. That's a great deal, so always be on the lookout for it. But I put about a cup of it onto my plate. And then I pretty much used the rest of the Dano seasoning, which was probably about a teaspoon that was left of it. A half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. Mix it well. I decided to go ahead and add about a half a teaspoon of this Kinder's garlic seasoning, about a teaspoon of paprika, and a pinch more of the Himalayan pink sea salt. Combine that really well. I did dump the flour mixture into the bowl of chicken and just coated the chicken really well with the flour mixture that we made. I heated some olive oil in my pan and then I put the chicken into my pan. I do realize that I put too much chicken in at once, but it's already too late at this point, so I just kept it going. But I browned the chicken nuggets on all sides. I placed some paper towels on a plate and put the chicken on top of it to drain the excess oil off of the chicken, and then cook the remainder of the chicken nuggets. Sprinkle salt on top of the chicken nuggets as soon as you take them out of the oil. We enjoyed the chicken nuggets on top of the Caesar salad that we had, as well as dipped in this G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. This is just as good as the other products that I have tried from them, although the ketchup is a little bit more runnier than regular ketchup. It's still just as good. While we're waiting for the oil to heat up, I am hungry now, and I've been wanting to try these. My son picked these up from Redcom 1. They're the MRE bar. See if I can read it. It has 260 calories, 3 grams of fiber, and 29 grams of carbohydrates. That's a lot of carbohydrates. It's 20 grams of protein. I don't see where it says sugar on here. That's interesting. It's probably there and I can't see it. Oh, there it is. 6 grams of sugar. So, but I've been wanting to try it and see what they taste like. He says they're pretty good and he likes them. So I probably won't be able to eat this whole bar because generally I can't eat a whole protein bar. So that's how that usually goes. This is the um, crunchy peanut butter cup. So that's my favorite candy. So let's see how it tastes. Hmm. It is pretty good. It doesn't taste like you would think a protein bar would taste like. Protein bars to me are like heavy. And although this is heavy, the texture doesn't seem heavy, and it is really good. I love chocolate and I love peanut butter, so it's a great combination. Redcon 1, I will ask him to send me a link to these and list them in the description below, but yeah, they are really good. Let's see if it, well, let's see if it tells me over until supper time, because these weren't, we won't actually eat this supper until later on. I'm making it ahead of time, so we'll see how this ties me over until supper. It's really good. Here are some wreaths that I have created that are for sale. You can find them on my Facebook page called Wreaths by Kathy Ann. I have about 5 of them up there now and hope to get the next couple up there as soon as possible. But that's all I have for you today, and I hope you're having a great day and a great week, and stay safe. Mwah.